Wednesday, Lady Scholar, and it is a lab day. And so in this video, we're going to be going through, well, this live, because we are live. In this live, we're going to be going through an actual natal chart, and I'm going to show the money blocks, how it looks in the natal chart when you are looking in your chart, okay? So if you missed yesterday's lecture, after you finish watching this, go back and look at yesterday's lecture, okay? And so if you are new to me, to my page, to my channel, to any of my content in social media land, my name is Kay Catrice. I am the Natal Chart Navigator, and I help open-minded, ambitious women who want to make major transformations in their life. I help them do that by reading and understanding their natal chart, and then also giving them practical steps on how to utilize those energies. All right, I know that was a mouthful, but it's a lot in what I do, so I have to let y'all know what I do. So then you can be like, she can help me, or no, she ain't my cup of tea. You feel me? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, um, let me share my screen. Tab screen. Okay. All right. So, all right. All right. So this is the chart that we are going to. I'm going to show you for. There we go. Okay. So, if you have not watched yesterday's lecture, a quick synopsis. Um, Money blocks can be shown in three different areas, in multiple ways. Okay, but when you are looking at the house where it would show up, the easiest way is with Chiron, and it's the second house, sixth house, and the 10th house. Okay. And so this here is Chiron, like I said yesterday. Um, this here, Chiron, is what the symbol looks like. And I'm gonna post that today, y'all. It was yesterday's crazy. Okay. But this right here, this is Chiron. This is the okay. And so this is the second house. Now, second house is the house of personal possessions. It is also your so personal possessions, personal finance. It also houses your self-worth. So as you can see in this chart, Jupiter is here. Jupiter is a benefic planet, meaning that it grants abundance wherever it is placed in your chart. Okay. And so when you have Jupiter here, that would signify that there is abundance of personal possessions, personal finance coming in for this person. However, having Chiron here is almost like a restriction, okay? A restriction in that abundance flowing in, okay? So while the person may not be struggling, they may be, able to take care of their living needs and everything, the abundance that they seek is just not flowing in for them, okay? There's some type of blockage for them being able to get the funds that they or the abundance, or whatever it is that they're looking for when it comes to this house, matters of this house. There's some type of blockage there, so they won't be able to get those funds, or to get that abundance in. I should say in funds. This is like abundance. This is your abundance, your personal abundance, your personal material abundance. I think that's what I'm going to start calling this house, the personal material abundance. Like physical material abundance. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. Okay. So that is the second house. Okay. Now, if you have questions, please do post your questions in the comments. Okay. Post your questions in the comments. I'll go back and I'll, look at them after the live and I'll answer any questions that you have. Now, if you have not pulled your chart and you know your date of birth, your time of birth, your place of birth, please go pull your chart. The tutorial if is up on the channel. Look in one of the libraries, or no, if you go to the campus tour on the front page of the university, um, you'll see it says campus tour right in there. You can click on that tutorial, and then you'll be able to watch that. You need to pull your chart because as you're watching me do this, I want you to do this in your own charts. Okay, that's going to be your homework for tonight. Is to go and look up your look and see if you have any money blocks in your chart in those houses. Okay. And this is just a one easy way. Okay. See if you have this particular money block. Okay. In your chart. All right. So give me a minute and then I'll pull up a chart showing the sixth house. Sixth house. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. Okay. It's a sixth house. Okay. Sixth house houses your daily work routine, your health, your um your daily work routines, your health. If you are like a business owner and you have employees, it governs that. It also governs pets, um, like having your, so this is Chiron here, okay? Having your Chiron in the sixth house can manifest in ways like, you know, not being afraid to speak up about wanting to get a raise, or it could also manifest as you not being able to get along with coworkers for whatever reason, whether it's you or it's the coworker. It's something energetically keeps you to where you are, man, you're calling in, you're attracting to you coworkers that you don't get along with. Okay. It can also manifest as health, um, which means that you're trying to like build up and save, but your health isn't the best, and something's going on, and you're having to spend all of your money to you're having to spend all of your money to heal yourself, to get better. And so as you can bring money in, it's not a problem with you bringing it in, but the problem is keeping it. That there's something energetically blocking you from being able to be healthy or to save, or some type of way. It could be some type of a combination like that. Okay. Now, when you are looking in your charts, okay, and you have to pay attention to the sign, okay? So you look for the house, okay? You get to know the house. If you don't know what the houses mean, okay, go into the prerequisite courses. I think it's prerequisite courses. Um, I believe it is. In the prerequisite courses section, you're going to um, you're going to go to the houses. There's a houses series, okay? You want to go through those videos so you can understand what each house means. Now, if you now, I'm not saying you got to do it back to back to back, but as you know, you are going through it. Okay, what I would suggest, a good way I would suggest, um, because if you try to sit there and go from you know the first module of the houses series all the way through the 12th, your mind's gonna be overloaded. Okay, so what a way I would suggest to study, okay, would be to as you're looking at the chart, okay, because you're learning how to read. I'm teaching you how to read your natal chart, okay? And so say you're looking at your chart and you have Chiron in the sixth house, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go to the prerequisite courses, okay? Now that first section, um, I want to kind of like not make it mandatory, but kind of say it's mandatory because you need to know kind of like the setup of the chart, and you need to have some type of basic information so you're not like clueless, okay? But once you get through that first module, the first playlist of the prerequisite courses, then if say you have Chiron in the sixth house, now this is just an example, okay? But say you have Chiron in the sixth house, I want you to go to the modules, look up the sixth house, okay? And then study what the sixth house is and see if you can kind of piece together what it would be having it in the sixth house. Now, um, I'm making it a goal of mine to have the signs series done by Sunday. That's a goal of mine, is to have the sign series done by Sunday, because when you add sign, okay, then that that's another layer on top, okay? But I just want you for now, okay? Just for now, I want you just to see if you can, if you have Chiron in the second, the sixth, or the 10th house, I want you to just kind of see what it would be if you can, figure out what it would be just based on the house, okay? Then we'll go through and we will talk about the sign, okay? Because the sign is a totally different, not different, but it's another layer on top of that in the house, okay? Because the house's contents, that what the house represents, is expressed through the sign, because the sign is the energy, okay? All right. So now I'm going to now. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, even if you're watching this on the replay, I want to make sure I stop and ask. Does anybody have any questions so far? If you do, please list them in the comments. No question is a silly question. Okay, we're learning, so no question is a silly question. So if you have a question, please do put it in the comments. Okay. So last one I'm going to show is going to be in the 10th house, okay? Okay. And so 10th house is the house of career, of your public persona. It's in the house of career, your public persona, your legacy, okay? And so this here is the 10th house, okay? Your midheaven is the highest point in your chart. That is, what you show when it comes to like your career, your status out in the world. Okay. The midheaven is your status. Okay. Um this house also houses like authority, relationship with authority. It also houses parents. It's like, so, because parents would be in that authority um, figure. Okay. Um, so yeah. Now again, here's Chiron. Chiron is in the 10th house. Okay. Um, Ways this can manifest is one major way, like I was talking about on yesterday's lecture. One major way that this can manifest is in you feeling rejected and always feeling like people are rejecting you, or um, people are not listening to you. People are not, paying attention to you. You just It can manifest in you wanting to just shrink down and not stand out because of fear of being rejected. Okay. um it can also manifest in you having like a really tumultuous relationship with authority, being this, whether you may constantly be running in and out of jail, um or you and authority just, like in your career. It can be jail, but most of the time, if there's a something to do with Chiron here, there would be an aspect here in the 12th house, because 12th house is places that are hidden or away from, like community or the public. So jails, hospitals, insane asylums, things of that nature are all housed here in the 12th. So they would have to, I ain't gonna say have to, but more than likely there would be some type of an aspect, a negative, I won't say negative, not favorable aspect in the 12th house with your Chiron. But anyway, so this could also manifest as you having a tumultuous relationship like with your authority figures, or your parents, or it could also manifest in you not wanting to be seen, or like feeling like, I think one of the example that I used yesterday in lecture was you wanting to not wanting to get on camera, um, not wanting to like go live. Like say you want to do an online business. Oh, I am so sorry, y'all. Saying you want to do an online business, but you don't want to record videos. And I'm not saying that that is the only way you have to do it, because it's not. But what I'm saying is it can manifest in, you do want to be on camera, but because you feel like people would reject the way you look, or reject the way you sound, or reject, how you are, you choose not to get on camera. Okay, so there's a big difference in that. Okay, but so that is how that's just a couple of ways that it can manifest in the 10th house. Okay, and so again, if you look in your chart and you have it in the 10th house, okay, go to the houses series, look up the 10th house, see what the 10th house signifies, and then see if you can, piece together, what the wound could be for you. Okay, because once you identify the wound, okay, and this is key. Okay, this is key. So you got to pay attention to this. Okay, once you identify your Chiron wound, and even if you, because everybody has Chiron in their chart. Okay, and so I know in this lecture, this week we were talking about money blocks. But even if you don't have Chiron in one of these houses, you have Chiron somewhere in your chart. Okay, and so you know, do this for you as well. So say you have Chiron in the seventh house. Seventh house is the house of relationships, okay? Committed relationships, marriage partnerships, business partnerships. It's also open enemies, negotiations, contracts. And so you might have Chiron here. Go look at the houses series 7, and then try to see if you can piece together and figure out what your wound is when it comes to relationships. Okay. And so, like, even if you don't have it in one of the money houses, you need to do this to see what your, oh my bad, see what your wound is, because I truly believe that when you unlock your Chiron wound and you start working and healing that Chiron wound, that is the key. Okay. And that's why I said, listen to me, because this is okay. You see this symbol, it is shaped like a key. Okay. And so, you, when you start working on that and you start healing that Chiron wound, that is the key to unlock your entire chart. Like, I truly believe that it is the key to unlock your chart, and I believe that because, like, that's me. Okay, that's me. Like, when I started working on my Chiron wound, that was the key. That is when my chart really got lit up. You know, like, so key. So yeah. See, I guess I was excited. I love what I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions about the 10th house? Okay. Um, if you have questions, please do put your questions in the comments. I will definitely come back and answer all questions. Okay. And so that is this week's lab. I hope you found it very informative. Well, that was my intention, was you to find it very educational. Please go check your charts. Homework is to look in your charts. We're just gonna we're looking for money blocks. So if you don't have the Chiron money block, look and see where Chiron is in your chart and interpret that. And I can't wait to hear. I am going to post a thread, um, the homework thread, so you guys can come back and tell me what you found in your charts. I'm so super excited. Yes, yes, Lady Scholar. All right, so that is this week. You have your homework. Um, you have your lab homework. So yeah, that is it. Okay, so if you are, like, you pulled your chart and or you haven't pulled your chart and you just want to know, you know, how does this all work? Like, how does this all work? Then I would say you can book an energy audit with me. It's a 20-minute energy audit. And in that audit, what I do is I introduce you to your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. Okay. Your moon sign is your emotional energies. Your rising sign is the energies that people first meet, or energy that people meet when that they feel when they first meet you. And then your sun sign is who you are at your core. And then I also go over the chart ruler, because your chart ruler is a major influence. It influences your entire chart. Okay. And so, if you would like to book one of those with me, it is live. So you do show up live. It's 20 minutes. And then it is recorded. So you do get the recording. Okay. You can book that. The link to book will be in the description. And if you would like, if you already kind of you got your chart, or you kind of been into astrology for a minute, and you just want to get a reading done with me, the link for that will also be in the description. All right, Lady Scholar, so I'm excited to see that homework in the thread. When I say homework is due on Fridays at 10 a.m., so you have time to look in your charts. And so I want to leave you with this, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, then you can definitely hold it in your hand. And that should make you smile because you really do create your own reality. Have a good one. Have a good one.